comes to playing a game with a group, the ability to work together and cooperate is often sidelined by other features, and the actual teamwork aspects are left behind. But with Peak, a cooperative climbing game all about helping each other reach the top, the co-op elements are integral to the gameplay, and without them, many players will struggle to make it far alone. There are other games like this, so today on Game Rant, let's look at the 8 best co-op games to play if you loved Peak. First off, we have Totally Reliable Delivery Service. Totally Reliable Delivery Service thrives on slapstick physics and shared chaos, making it one of the most purely fun co-op games of its kind. Whether it's fumbling packages into the back of a moving truck or accidentally launching a friend off of a cliff with a forklift, every moment is designed to make the players laugh and have fun. Then we have Surmount, a mountain climbing adventure. Surmount, a mountain climbing adventure, is a physics-based mountain adventure that sees players using ropes to swing and traverse progressively through more absurd surfaces, all while helping one another progress further. Timing is everything, and both players need to be in perfect sync in order to make it up certain areas, but even in failure there is laughter. The game embraces the comedy in the falls and pushes players to try new things and to not get too bogged down with losing, instead pushing for fun over flawlessness. Then we have Human Fall Flat. Human Fall Flat is the co-op game icon that has given laughs to nearly 60 million players over its lifespan and continues to deliver today. The game's charm comes from its simplicity both visually and in its gameplay, where players must navigate puzzling environments full of physics challenges that require plenty of teamwork along the way. Then we have Bread and Fred. Bread and Fred is the friend swinging adventure that every duo needs to play. Taking on the role of these two adorable pixelated penguins, players begin a slow and methodical ascent up a large map with a variety of different areas and challenges that need to be learned to be overcome. The climbing mechanics rely heavily on teamwork, and there are plenty of opportunities for players to experiment and figure out new ways of reaching the next area. Following that, Lethal Company. Lethal Company is the perfect blend of horror and hilarity, where the standout feature is the proximity voice chat that allows players to communicate and hear the screams of their friends whenever a monster decides to show itself. Players jump into a map and have to scavenge for potentially valuable items, all while evading the enemies that lurk in the halls and rooms. Next up, Chained Together. Chained Together is a rage game on steroids, where players are, as the name says, attached at all times with the single task of reaching the top in mind. This means that even if one player falls, the entire team comes tumbling down with them, resulting in plenty of rage moments and laughs for everyone involved. After that, Content Warning. Content Warning is a hilarious game that takes many elements from other co-op horror games in the genre, but brings with it a unique spin that makes it stand out against the others. The main difference is the camera mechanic, where players can film every action that occurs in the run, which can then be watched back as a kind of compilation of the funniest moments. It's a co-op game that heavily leans into the fun aspects more than it relies on its overbearing goal that can often get in the way of the enjoyment. And finally, R.E.P.O. R.E.P.O took the gaming world by storm when it released, and it's easy to see why. The gameplay pattern follows a group of players as they enter various spooky areas in search of valuable items to sell for upgrades and items to take on the next run. As it is a horror game, there are also plenty of enemies to avoid, but they never feel too overwhelming, allowing players to focus on the fun and funny moments that occur in almost every run. So those were the 8 best co-op games to play if you loved Peak. We hope you enjoyed this list, and thanks for watching.